Hi, Blake here with Fieldstone. Today we're going over your maintenance tips for your irrigation, okay? Now that we're in the heat of summer, you want to make sure all the irrigation sprinkler heads and valves are working properly, and make sure that timer in the garage is set to a proper time for the months of the summer, okay? So next step, we'll go over the irrigation heads on making sure every head is working properly and whatnot, okay? So here we go. Okay, so next step is to basically go through, turn on all the irrigation valves to determine and to make sure that every head is working properly. If you come to an irrigation head that is not working properly, as far as it's not spraying water out like it should or whatnot, you can always go over. You don't have to change the sprinkler head out when the irrigation is on. It's easy to do without the water as well, okay? All you need is a pair of needle nose pliers, okay? So what you do, you grab the top of the sprinkler head, pull it up like so, okay? Unscrew the actual sprinkler head. What will come out is the filter, which comes off of the actual head. Okay, this filter is just for debris, and what happens is debris is always in your irrigation line, unfortunately, okay? What happens is that debris will go through this filter and actually clog up the actual head, which on the underside in here is actually a small tiny hole, which is where the water will spray come out of, okay? In that hole will get clogged with debris, so all you need is a pin or something real sharp with a point on it, okay, to clear that debris out. Once that debris is cleared out, you put the filter back in. Make sure that the filter is in, okay, because then your head will definitely clog up a lot more quickly. Screw the top back on the spray head in the direction of the that it needs to go, like as far as grass or planter area. Drop it back down, go over to the valve or the timer, turn that station back on, and see if it's working properly then, okay? All right, so next step, we'll go to the actual valves next, okay? Okay, so the next and final step is locating the irrigation control valves, okay? These valves is where the actual water is fed through these valves. So when the timer in the garage, as it turns a station on, this is where the actual water will be running through, okay? These valves will be located on one side of the home or the other. So the next thing to do is you can always manually turn on the irrigation from here. Also, you want to make sure these valves are working properly. Make sure you don't hear water running through these valves when the irrigation is off. If there is water, if you do hear water running through these valves, that means that there's a debris blocking the actual bladder in there from closing all the way, okay? And so basically you're basically wasting water. Next thing to do would be to turn on the irrigation and make sure there's not water bubbling up out of the ground somewhere where it shouldn't be, okay? If there is, you more than likely have a broken pipe, and that should be repaired immediately or as soon as possible. That way you don't waste as much water as you need to, okay? That's your maintenance tip for irrigation. Have a good day.